Hey guys, it's Carnivore Kip, and it is day 6 on the carnivore diet. And boy, let me tell you, first off, I've been keeping up with my days. I don't know if you can see this, but it's day 6. I finally found me an app to use. But let me tell you guys, there has been a lot of little things happen in the first 6 days being back on carnivore. I told you guys that I had like headaches the first 2 or 3 days, and then it switched to severe, well, not severe, but like minor body aches all throughout, kind of like when you have the flu. And I've been taking tons of electrolytes. I mean, one day I took 4 packs of electrolytes, 4. And then another day I did 2 or 3, and right now I'm doing 2 and just seeing how my body does with that. But something new happened. So yesterday was day 5, and dude, it hit me. I'm talking about that while I was at work, it hit me, and I had to adios and hit that toilet, because I'm telling you, there's been it's been like a rumble in this jungle, if you know what I mean. It's just been blah, 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 blah. Today it's a little bit better. It's settled some. The diarrhea isn't quite as bad, but I'm telling you, man, it's been like 2 bears fighting over a piece of salmon in my belly. And it kind of makes it hard to go hunting too whenever your belly makes those different noises or whatever, because you're sitting there and you're being totally quiet and you just hear brrr. And you're thinking, like, if I hear this, they hear this, and ain't no deer coming around here. So yes, the floodgates opened. I will say it's not like all day, but it just hits me in moments, and boom, I go, and then I feel better. And then later on it might hit me again, and I go and I feel better. But I don't expect it to last long. I know I titled this video Carnivore Made Me Crap My Pants. No, I didn't literally crap my pants, but it made me feel like if I didn't run to the toilet, I would crap my pants. And at work there's a long hallway, and if you ain't careful, you'll have to do the penguin or hit the statue and just stare at stuff, because it's a long hallway to the restroom where I work. And so it's been interesting getting started back on the carnivore diet. I will say I've noticed that my mood is getting better already. Like, I'm feeling more just happy, more at peace. My shoulder's not bothering me as bad already. If I move it a certain way, it does, it catches, it snags. But like, it was hurting so bad, even if I was just sitting here, just sitting still, it would be like a little throb constantly at different times. Right now, I don't feel that if I'm sitting still. But sometimes if I move it a certain way, then it does hurt. But I'm seeing improvements already. Tomorrow, I'm going to step on the scale, because tomorrow will be day 7, and I want to see, you know, what I've accomplished already just in the first week. And I want to try to weigh for you guys every week and see where this thing takes us. If this is your first video watching of mine, I started out right at 500 pounds. I was 498 pounds at my highest weight. You know, I lost over 100 pounds on carnivore. At my lowest, I got down to 372 pounds, and then I went way off plan, gained 80 pounds, and then got back on plan and lost a bunch and got down to 390 something, and then put back on 38 pounds this time. And when I put on the 38 pounds, that's what I'm working on now, is getting rid of the 38 pounds. And so if you want to be here for the rest of that journey, hit the subscribe button, and let's see where this thing takes me in 2025. I've challenged myself to 180 days of clean carnivore. So I'm going to be, you know, cooking my foods at home and things like that. Now, my wife did tell me, like, hey, when our anniversary comes up, is there any way that we could go out to eat for our anniversary? And I was like, yes, as long, because that's a special thing. And so I told her, for our anniversary, we'll go somewhere, but we'll make sure that I can eat clean. And so we're actually going to go to a steak house, and I'm going to get a steak. And my splurge when we go to that restaurant, even though I'm on this challenge, is going to be, I'm going to have mushrooms on top of my ribeye. And they grill their ribeyes. They just grill them straight over charcoal. So I'm going to have a grilled ribeye with grilled mushrooms or sauteed mushrooms on top of it. And that's what I plan to have for my wife and I's anniversary, which is coming up in the next week. And I'm hoping that at this point, since we're only basically right at 1 weekend, a lot of you guys are still sticking with your plan. Some of you guys have told me that you're just doing keto, and some of you have said you're doing ketovore or carnivore. So put in the comments, what's your plan? Are you doing keto, carnivore, ketovore? Are you doing a line diet? Let me know down below what you're doing. Really quickly, for you guys that have been asking exactly what I've been eating, and first off, I've been seasoning the food myself. I've been using salt, pepper, garlic. That's basically what I've been using. I mix up my own ratio myself and season my meat with as much as I'd like on there. And when I cook inside, I normally cook with tallow. Sometimes I cook with butter, but mostly I cook with tallow. But examples of the meat I've been eating is I got ribeye steaks on clearance. I got T-bone steaks on clearance. I've been eating some of the deer meat from the deer that I harvested in the beginning of hunting season. So I've been eating deer sausage, deer burgers. I want to make, there's something I want to make soon with a big hunk of deer meat that I got in there that I might show y'all if I have the time whenever I make it. But I'm actually thawing out some top round roast right now that I can slice up real thin, because a friend of mine has asked me to send some jerky, and I haven't had a lot of time to do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and make that jerky and vacuum seal it and send it to them, and I hope they enjoy it. And I'm making enough too that I can have some jerky as well. I'm gonna make a big batch, that way they can have plenty jerky and I can have plenty jerky, because I can use it, I can eat it as a meal, not just a snack. I love jerky. So I went to my community tab 3 or 4 days ago, and I made a post in there, and I asked a question about if you meal prep on the carnivore diet. And you know, you get mixed. Some people meal prep and some people just cook a steak every day or cook a couple steaks every day. Drop a comment real quick and let me know, do you meal prep on your carnivore diet or your keto or ketovore diet? Do you meal prep on it, or do you just cook your food daily because you like the taste of it better when it's cooked fresh right then and there? And I'll read a couple of the comments too. I have the comments up on my phone. I'll read a couple comments from people. Bianx, I can't hardly say their name, but Bianx said, yup, because I live with senior parents who aren't on the carnivore diet, so I need to make sure I have enough meals to get me through at least each week. I get that. Rebecca said, absolutely, have to. As they say, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And that's just so true with me. Heather said, yes, we do a large grill out usually every couple weeks with a lot of ground beef patties, chicken thighs. It really helps keep my husband on track since he works 10-hour days. Not a lot of time to cook. Well, first off, Heather, you need to invite me over when y'all cook all that food, because I can tear up some food on the grill. This big boy likes to eat. Jiffy said yes, and I regret it when I forget to meal prep. Tracy said no. Not unless I'm going to get together somewhere or travel. I don't work outside of the home, so I typically cook twice a day. I eat at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. So they've got like a time window that they like to eat, and it works. And it works out great for them because they're at home every day. David said, no, I don't have the space. That's another good reason for some people not to meal prep. So they have like a, what is it, an air fryer or use something easy, their crock pot, they can throw stuff on. Some people use the air fryer in the morning and have their crock pot going to have something later that evening. He said, no, I don't have the space as I live in an RV full time. He left a long comment, but he give different tips and ideas, the Instapot, air fryer, stovetop, things like that, instead of having a smoker. But he said he would, my dream is to get a Pit Boss smoker cabinet one day so he can make his own jerky and a lot of cheap brisket and things like that. That's one thing I love about smoking meat is you can get large cuts of meat that are reasonably priced and cook them and make them amazing. Brisket is usually $3 something to $4 something a pound. Sometimes it might be $5 something a pound depending on how the prices are. It used to be like $1.99 to $2.99 a pound. But large cuts of meat like pork butts and or if you get big bags, like I got leg quarters the other day, and you could get a 10-pound pack of leg quarters for $6.80, 68 cents a pound. And I can throw all 10 pounds on the smoker at once and have numerous meals off of that $6.80. Valerie said, yes, I do. It makes it so easy to grab lunches to take to work. And I found that too whenever I meal prep, and I can take, like I'll meal prep today and take stuff to work tomorrow. And it works great. It works wonderfully. Because I can just heat it up in the microwave at work and I'm good to go. I know some people flip out about the microwave. Don said, if by meal prep you mean thawing my steak and salting it before it goes on the air fryer, then yes. Otherwise, no. I get that, and I use my air fryer. I use my air fryer today to reheat some ribs that I smoked the other day. I just put them in the air fryer, turned it on, and reheated them that way because it is better than the microwave to reheat in the air fryer, I think. But my thing is like, and I'll make a steak in the air fryer, but to me there's much better ways to make a steak. Like if you put because when you cook it in air fryer, you're not getting the smoke flavor, or you're not getting the char that you get from the grill. And then also you're losing some of your fat drippings down in the bottom of the air fryer, versus if you put it in a pan, you can add some tallow to it and let it stay moist by, keep flipping it and add moisture to both sides. Or some people use a spoon and kind of drip over it or whatever. You've seen them do that on like Gordon Ramsay's show. But things like that actually works, and it adds extra fat to it if you need the fat. That works really good too if you buy really cheap cuts of steaks that don't have a lot of fat, and we like fat on the carnivore diet. So you can buy a super lean cut of beef and then cook it in tallow, and that'll up the fat content of that meat while you're eating it. But it can send you to the toilet, and it can make you crap your pants. I'm not going to read all these comments, but I want to say thank you to those of y'all that did comment on my question on here. And thank you to those of y'all that comment on this video. I appreciate all the support. As I said, we're at day 6. My next video should be me weighing in, seeing where I'm at. Let me know, what do you think I weigh? I weighed 437 pounds. My weigh-in should be tomorrow. I should get that video out either tomorrow or the next evening. I'm not sure exactly when, but when that video comes out, put down what you think my weight will be on the scales. From 437 to what? I kind of got an idea of what I think I might weigh, but I'm not going to share it here because I don't want to give any hints on where I think it's going to be. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all supporting me and encouraging me when I was down. When I was so down and I felt terrible, I feel a lot better already. My mood is getting better. Thank you guys for when I was in my low points, in dark points, and I just felt miserable. Thank you guys for encouraging me and for sticking with me. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all soon with that update. God bless.